METEOR, another one. And Frank, is this the nicest one?
Till the next one.
Actually, we did some things to this. You may have been watching some of the earlier videos where we were working on this. And it is now done. And boy, it has turned out beautifully. Look at the side here. Frank, while you show the cabinet, I forgot to get our sticker. I like sticking these all over the machine. Isn't that cabinet beautiful? This is an indelible. It never comes off.
Well, it was a beautiful game.
Push it down really hard. First, I gotta tell you something. Andrew O'Connor has been watching our videos for quite a while, and he said, please do a shout out. Hey Andrew, keep watching, because you never know what I may be hiding in these videos for the next contest.
Concert.
The concert, no, contest. Anyway, they made 7,939 of these things. God, a lot of them. Stern did a great job on this, and of course it was based on the hit movie Meteor. Actually, it wasn't a hit movie. It wasn't a hit movie, but it wasn't a bad movie. But the game's better than the movie. How about that, Frank?
You just put that so eloquently.
Kurt, do you hear this?
Right here.
Just in case you went deaf.
It's working on an Area 51 over here. And what Stephen had to do, as you all know, the back glasses in these were never the greatest. Stephen has repainted and matched up all the colors. And look, with the green LEDs behind this, it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Frank? Oh, yes. Super brakes, obviously. Looks terrific. We have Frank's test board here with a built-in diode that he may put into production. We're not sure what we're going to do yet, but it's working out perfect because the guy can change the battery himself.
And you can leave the resistor in the board. You don't have
Yes,
to take it
you
out.
can leave that resistor in. The blocking, so you don't have to put a blocking diode in. Oh, it's over here. So you don't have to take that out now because it's built right in. Very clever idea, Frank.
Yeah, my idea's usually pretty good.
And then we have our board here, our new Tech board.
So much for the glass.
I just bumped it. It wasn't that bad. We have that to take care of the flicker on the LEDs. Soundboard here has been recapped. This is their second level board, so there's more sound, there's background sound. Very good board. No speech yet though. Now, is that your phone?
Yeah, one of it.
Well, here, you get the phone. Now look, isn't this clever? New caps here. We flipped see the fuse here? We flipped the top of it up so it'll take a full-size fuse. Aren't we great? Oh, thank you, Kurt. He's talking to the little woman. He's talking to the little woman.
Recording a still image is possible.
Okay, of course, the displays have all been attended to. Now, we're shipping this out to our customers, so we're going to take the head off and unplug all the plugs. So they will drop in. As a matter of fact, you see how we have these angled here, Kurt? So when you get the machine there, you just latch them in, and we are going to mark everything, so you won't make a mistake. These are instructions, of course, are for the man getting it, but of course, you should mark everything too. Is everything fine at home?
Yeah.
How's baby Aubrey?
Sleeping.
We love that little girl, don't we?
It's all you. Nope. You're on your own now, Chet.
Trying to get the camera back to him.
Yeah, I'm not stupid.
How's that coffee?
If it was coffee, it'd be delicious.
Now, what we did, we pointed this out before. He thought it would be neat if, since there was an explosion here, he'd put two flash lamps here, two LED flash lamps. Brand new drop targets all the way around. Meteor 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now I'm going to show you actually. See this upper flipper? Stern decided to get it a little bit weaker by putting this resistor in line That's a factory installation, and that makes it makes the coil a little less strong, so it doesn't bust those poor, beautiful new targets. We put brand new plungers links. See, all new plungers links. You can get these from Steve Young or from Marco Specialties. All made now. New end of stroke switches all the way around. Isn't that nice?
Lovely.
Very nice.
All LEDs underneath. Oh, and Frank went through here and rebuilt our power supply. Didn't you, Frank? Beautiful job, and 3 new connectors. And we have the blocking pins in too. You can also buy, see the little white pin? You can buy them also from Marco. Marco Specialty sells all that.
Ask me. Ask me why I'm great.
Well, why are you great?
I'll never tell.
I think I know. He took his great pills.
No.
Okay, look. New fuse.
Shine on that
New
thing.
fuses here.
Sunglasses out.
Bright out there.
Now look, new fuse holders.
Yeah, I pointed that out.
Okay, and we put that Protectomatic cover. Oh, now we are taking these wires out. See how the clips are open? When we ship this to you, you're going to have to plug in these, the small one and the big one. Yeah, that big one, and then also the speaker. And we have a brand new speaker in there too. We had to change that. And Kurt wired in our free play button in the bottom of the machine. So I put credits on it. They're out of view. We have this lock to keep the wrong people from getting in your game. Cabinet switches are new, obviously. And of course, we have a new barrel spring here.
Of course.
The game has been gone over carefully
Who doesn't know that?
by the TNT Amusements craftsman. This isn't just some diddly game. Now look, let me show you something. He's got yellow here. He's got orange and red. Okay, isn't that nice?
It's lovely.
Now we noticed that even though we have the flicker-free board in, and we have all the flicker-free there is a little tiny bit of flicker. Such to
Lane
be.
change not working?
Look.
No.
No, there's no lane change on this.
Where's the
I love the way this moves up. Now watch. Watch number 3. Watch how, isn't that sharp? It goes down and counts up. What a nice little touch the programmer did. Now this will also spot a target up here at the Meteor. Okay, oh, no more spotting, but we can spot down here. And our final target. And we get that explosion sound. Did you see how they 2 times started flashing? Very nice. See, once again, watch that flash. Now watch. It's sharp, flash them both together. So it draws your eye to it. Now you know you're 3 times your bonus. So nice. These are just point, okay? They don't bump.
Out of there, the coils?
We took the coils and rings out. Somebody said that once. You took the coil. I said, no, they never bump. This is a bumper. This is just a bumper. I won a game.
Take that free play button back out then. Don't need it.
I guess we don't. Anyway, isn't it nice? I wonder what kind of a bonus we'll get. We'll get 3 times. Good. Now, it'll kick it out, and it still remembers we're at 3 times. Isn't that wonderful, Curdy?
Very nice.
Now, of course, there's other adjustable settings. Of course there is. What a great new high score. Kurt, I got an...
It's not the highest.
It's not the highest.
I got the highest score. Oh, it is the highest. Did it just knock 2 times?
Yeah.
See?
Should have knocked 3.
No, you didn't hear it knock. You're not a good... You don't like your knockers, Kurt. Listen, can you believe yesterday, Sunday, I still came to TNT? And you know why? You gotta hold the camera up.
It's up.
Hold the camera up. Let me finish.
This is going to be a long, drawn-out story.
Well, a man came, drove here, and got... Kurt, I don't want it there. I want it there. Now come up here. Oh, my God. Oh, a wallet. And there's $1 in it. $1.
Get out my wallet.
$1
Here's a
Give me a
dollar.
raise.
What could you do with
I
that?
don't know. I need a raise.
Anyway, Chris
$80
visited
an hour is
me
enough.
Nope.
from Maryland. He brought me a very rare game. But I said, let's meet at Daddypops first. Let's go and look at that. Could that be Chris?
It would be.
At the iconic Daddypops? That's right. He came from Virginia with a special treat for me. You'll see soon, but first we're going to stuff ourselves. Aren't we?
Works for me.
Enter. Okay, we are seated, and Chris is having cinnamon pancakes, and Chris, you're going to be featuring, yes, Mark's Canadian maple syrup. Yes. He's going to put that on in dollops here. At the cell phone Cabaret. And I have my everything bagel through the toaster twice. And I am going to be putting real honey on it. I'm checking the camera screen. And of course I'm having traditional cream of wheat with all the treats and the banana. All right, we'll have to check on the boy to see if he's happy with that.
Getting every drop.
Every drop. Well, your plate's gone. Chris's plate. And look, my last bit of my everything bagel. And off to the shop. And Chris, we're going to see a real rarity, aren't we?
We are. Irish donkey.
And you found it. Chris, we got to get this unloaded because I have to get to church.
We don't want to get smited. Smote.
Yes, Chris could only come on Sunday. So I said, let's first go to Daddypops first. And now look, it doesn't look like much from the backside. Chris, these leg levelers, look, they got some mop, an old mop remnants. Rusty casters, young man. But look, they are nylon. And of course the back wheels, the famous back wheels. But let's get this out and we'll go from there.
Original coin lock bar.
Original coin, yes. Yes. That was to keep the wrong people from getting to all the dough this made.
Stealth footage. Todd trusted me with his camera. Bad idea.
Well, Chris is filming now. Look. Bet you haven't seen one before, except in pictures. This is a real Dig Dug, made in Ireland. Now this wasn't the joystick it came with, so we're going to put the red knob back in it. Somebody put a micro switch one in. But Chris came across this baby. Where did you find it, Chris?
Near DC. We actually got it originally because we thought it was a Cabaret.
Yes. Well, people would say it's wood grain sides, so immediately he would say, quote, Cabaret. One of these is the front door key, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Look, there's no meter. And the coin lights are out.
All your dreams.
I was going to sit there and tell you how much money they lost on it. And the free play button's gone. Oh, Chris. Somebody went to town on this. And the light's out. Anyway, you all know how this plays, but look. Isn't this neat? The grill here for your sound. There is a fluorescent light in there that we'll get on. This is not that stupid glass, but plexiglass, that newfangled plexiglass. Those creeps.
The
But
sound
yeah.
is so great.
Oh, yes, they always, this is such a great game. And such a unique glass. You're never going to find this plexiglass. Chris might be the last one in the world because having the Dig Dug actually in the glass part that lights up. Look, it's wood grain cabinet.
Locks are extra.
Where did he put his toolbox? I have to rob a tool from Steven. Oh! I'm borrowing a tool from Steven's toolbox. Nobody better tell him, because he'll be screaming. You gotta look in the back of this. You have to film this really fast because I have to get to church. And Chris has to get on. Chris, you're going up to pick up Star Castle, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Well, layout seems to be very simple. And the trusty old Geo7 boards, and I think I possibly in the upright the power supplies on the side, but the same power brick on the bottom. And look, cleverly somebody has stenciled in the number game it is. Now the question is, did the vendor own 19,573 games, or did they come up with a 19 to wow people and this is their 573 game, or is the 195 actually made up and this is actually the 73rd game they own, or even worse, the 1957 is his street address at home and this is the 3rd game he has in location.
Inquiring
All those
minds.
scenarios. Chris, do you think I'm being mean?
Usually. Oh, you mean now? No.
Thank you. Well, Chris, it's beautiful. And yes, this is going in my collection. I'm trying to collect every one of the Ireland cabarets. One easy way to tell it's an Ireland machine is the coin door. Look. The blue coin switch. That's the coin controls, the overseas coin door. So I think almost every Ireland machine has the blue coin switches. A little bit of trivia you didn't know. Anyway, Chris, I'm going to give you some loot to pay for this this game, and I'm going to get you out of here so I can go to church. Let's go back to our regular show. Well, my new game from my collection. Anyway, let's end the video by running you some footage I shot last November. I remember the Blackwater 100. We did that extensive restoration and put the motorcycle on top. Well, we shipped it to Canada, but I had to make a video for Norman, who had sent it to us for the restoration, on how to put it back together. So we made this little video. It's actually 12 minutes long, on putting it back together. And I said, you know what, originally I wasn't going to put it up, but I said, you know, this may help you guys. If you want to make a video, if you sell a game, you can make a video on how to put it back together again for the person getting the machine. So let's go to that. Okay, there are 2 boxes. This is your bike box. There's also a box of all the unused parts we didn't use. That's separate. Anyway, you get your bike out. Here she is. Okay, now, I've already packed it up. We wanted to show you to see how it will look when you get it. So, you're going to carefully slice open the packaging. Okay? Like so. See how easy? You're going to get me fresh stuff. I just wanted you to see, so there's no errors. I want to make sure you get the stuff on the top in good order.
It's like Christmas.
It is. Just like Christmas. There she is. Now this piece is under here to keep everything serene. In your goodie bag are the 2 bolts, the mounting bolts. And you're going to prepare these now. You put 1 bolt through each side. The washers and the nuts stay here for now. Okay, now, notice there are 4 plugs. This is the GI plug, and these are the back. These 2 feed through the two spots up top. Spot 1 and spot 2, okay? So they come through, but these are hanging free and clear, and you'll see why. Then you match up these bolts back here. So there's spot 1. There's 2. Good. Then you are going to put the nuts and bolts on these. Very simple. Now, you do not have to crank these in. Finger tight, nice and tight is fine. Here's one. And for demonstration, I'm not going to put the other one. You will put it on. Then, you'll match up the letters. Is C. There's C, okay? All right, now, we have these other 2 holes in the back. So, you are going to bring these cables through the grill, like that. Okay? Like so. Now, here's B. Or, yes, that's A. That's A. So A gets plugged in here. So, okay? And now we have B. There's B. Okay? Now I move to the other side to make this easier. Okay? So D, right there. And then this is the power supply for the motorcycle. And that is E. That's it. Now, at our power plug. Technically, when we plug it in, oh, you know what, before you do that, just go around once again to make sure everything made the trip fine. All the plugs are in, okay? Make sure everything is in okay. Looks fine, yeah? These are the flash lamps. By the way, these are the fuses that run the flash lamps. That's the new power supply we put in. And we have all the boards secured and screwed in. So, plug it in. Well, as you know, there's already an on-off switch underneath. And you can see we tied in that motorcycle flashlight with that bit. Then, you will drop the balls in. And we should be ready. And there's our motor, so she's spinning fine. And you're off. 1, locked up. See, Norman? Now I'm down to 2 bolts now. Let's see if I can. Good, I got this baby up here. Look at that. I went around the cliffhanger. Good, now here it comes that down here. Easy stuff. Now I'm back to 1 bolt here. I'm doing a pretty good game considering I didn't cheat. Good. Too early. I was gonna keep. See, it's kind of neat because the game confuses you when you shoot that shot. It tries to make you start too soon. You won't get your bonus. It is random. And Norman, the only thing I notice is sometimes the ball can get stuck right here. because of the slope over here. Usually there's enough momentum, as you saw earlier, the ball comes all the way down. It actually rolled here and came out. But if it does, that's the house handicap. Just have to give the ball a little nudge to get it out of that. 1, 2, look over here.
Kind of like I do when you're in my
3. Careful, young man. Great on my first ball, but I did lousy on the follow-up balls. I'm going to play 1 buy-in. 1 buy-in. A buy-in gets you a total of 5. Obviously, you can turn the buy-in up and down. Or the buy-in can play right here. Got credit for that. You already know how to move your lights around. But the only thing I'm missing now is the swamp and the rocks, Norman. I got all the other ones. Without the glass off. That's it. No more chances. So I don't qualify. He's done. Okay. Okay, Norman, service. This is important. Put the balls, take the 3 balls out. Now, to lift this playfield, because there's so much stuff going on with wires, you have to be careful. Now watch, you lift it like this. See, I'm on the side of the machine. You can't just pull it forward. You have to get a little help. You have to lift. There's a piece of wood back here. Chris, come back and show it, please. Put your hand on this wood, so you can lift it up enough. Slip back down, see? Slide it forward, like so. Okay? Then you can set it down, like so. Now, on the bottom, there's plenty of cables here, but these are those transformers that run these neons, the 3 strips. And they're on the bottom. There was no place to put it because of the way the wiring and the power is. So they're perfectly safe and sound down there. But just so you see, you can see how this lifts. And then with the ball out, you can carefully lift it up. Because now it's engaged into these nuts right here. See these nuts right here? They're holding it in nice and tight, see? And you can tilt the playfield back. And you're no danger of the ball floating all over. Make sure your box here is clear. So this is our box that spins the thing on the top, okay? So this way you can get to all the stuff to service it. You can also make sure your tilt is free and clear. Don't forget your tilt bob right there, okay? I think that's it there. And then let's go back and lower the field. I'm going to show you again what to do. That gets lowered. Then you have one hand here. Now you have to grab something where you're not grabbing wires. So you got to pay particular care around the switches. All these switches here. You don't want to grab there. You want to grab on this side. So you can lift the playfield up just a little. There, see? Then, now make sure when you lower this, that the wires are stuffed in. And then this last place is a little tricky. You want to make sure the hooks go in. These hooks have to be just like that. See how easy? Now, hopefully you won't have to lift the playfield up too often. I think that's about it. Chris, I think we covered everything. We hope you enjoy your beautiful game. And that is all for tonight. Good night. Now, buzz!